Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Toddy Rap
of Wayne's World.
Wayne's World podcast, where we talk about anime. Today we have a special guest, Mr. Roomniak himself.
In the corner.
In the corner. You can't see him.
As a
one
cold.
day.
You know what's so funny? Now, this is just a thought. This just came to me right now that I think about it. Because I see the shorts, right? And your sister puts together. And like when he speaks, she has like the speech bubble come off this curvy.
Oh, I love
It's so funny because it
that.
like zooms in and you only see like the back of my head and a little speech bubble coming up the
I
curvy.
love that so
Bob, where are all these clips for our YouTube
this is
channel?
They're
amazing.
saved in the interwebs.
Oh my god!
Because sometimes I'll look at like the reel, right?
Yeah.
That he puts together. And there's the one, I can't remember. It was probably the last seasonal roundup or whatever it was,
Yeah.
right?
Probably when I was going insane about Tokyo Revengers.
Yeah. And it would just keep going to the Kirby.
That's so funny. I even called that one out, which one it could have been, just because how.
I think it was that. There was a couple.
Oh yeah, of how mad I got about that damn show, and I still will get mad.
But we have
This is part 2.
No, you're talking about Bleach.
Oh, that's too good.
But so yeah, we're back. It's Reincarnated as a podcaster.
Yeah.
Thank you. That came to me. We have the room
I
here.
love
we have
it.
the
See
Rubiac
the
right
The
there.
room right here.
I love that whole
Today
crap.
we are talking about Spike's Family.
The movie.
The movie.
Specifically,
the movie Code White,
We just watched
Yeah,
it.
I had to look
like
it up.
2 hours ago.
or it's Code White or Mission White,
I
or
thought it was Code White.
It's Code
Yeah,
White,
I
right?
just looked
Yeah.
at it.
Is that racism?
It's
Yes.
Code White.
Yeah, Code White.
Yep.
Movie. We just watched it. We just came back
After eating pizza.
after eating food. Yeah.
Pizza sandwiches and salads, you know.
Salad, soups, whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Nachos.
you had what could be considered a salad. It was just lettuce.
Yeah, with lettuce with a little
literally
bit of
was just
sauce.
lettuce.
and cheese.
Caesar
It's
salad.
Caesar salad.
I'm like, you got like
Can't believe you paid
lettuce.
$2.50 extra for
Say
that.
that.
No. But now I know. Because I'm not ever going to get a salad when I come back.
Fair enough.
But we watched this movie. All right. Cool. Thoughts. What do we
don't
like?
have
What do we
it.
like about this movie?
How many studios worked on this movie? Was it
It's like a movie.
Well,
Everyone.
so on the title card,
Yeah.
Wit Clover.
Yeah, Waiting
on
Clover.
the title card 2.
Yeah,
Just Wit and Clover.
Yeah, on the opening credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wit and Clover is the ones that are handled by X Family.
Yeah.
Now, for a lot of these movies, a lot of studios will lend artists and stuff. So
Yeah.
obviously, when we see the credits, things like
A1,
Clap and
Trigger.
Trigger and A1.
I love Clap.
Yeah.
IG Productions,
Yeah.
those are usually
So-
there.
so
Nut Studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so you'll see that they'll lend artists and stuff, and obviously some of them helped with this, right? But
Yeah.
if we're gonna talk about like primary studios, it was Wit and Cloverworks.
Yeah. And you can usually tell when either studio is handling something at times too.
The little changes.
Yeah. Or when goes crazy with your scenes and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
I guarantee you Wit only handles the your scenes.
They're like, we need heavy action.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
is this movie canon?
I think it's canon.
canon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
technically
this
canon.
I think this would be the next arc after what last season was.
I am not familiar enough with the manga to really say
Where it goes.
where anything goes.
Yeah.
I just
So-
watch it as it goes released, and I'm like, yeah.
But I mean,
wholesome.
I always felt like this show is it's very slice of lifey in its own way, right?
Oh, yeah.
Sure, it has its plot, but the plot is just a device to have hijinks with these characters.
These
Yeah.
fun characters, yeah.
I feel like this is like for a comedy-based show. There's a lot of like darker stuff that happened in this one than most of the show
I was like,
in general.
Yeah.
Can't wait to bring our
I guess,
family
yeah.
to watch this movie. Wait.
Because I mean, I do like that this show sometimes does lean into what it's spoofing, right?
Yeah.
Or at least the darkness of what that is, right? You consider the old spy drama, the 60s, 70s, spy drama, right?
Yeah.
And to lean into those areas while also being full, this is anime.
Comedy. Slice of life. Cute. Yeah. It has to
exactly.
happen.
Cute family doing cute things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like murder.
Yeah, it's like murder
It was so
everyone.
cute though when they murdered him.
Yeah, it was pretty cute.
I do like how there's parts where they like legit kill people, and then there's just parts where it's like, I knocked him out.
Yep.
I
They're
shot him.
Like, dude, that guy just murdered that guy in front of everyone. And then Yor just like steps on someone's face and they get knocked out. He's like, hey, he's not dead. It's
That
fine.
guy's fucking
That guy's dead.
dead.
Or someone's having a hallucination about
Although,
toilets.
although many will claim he died the best way possible.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
Did that envy head? I don't know. Maybe.
The only scene that I have to argue is like that doesn't make sense because I don't feel like they'll ever show like the main character is really killing for some reason. is
The beginning kind of does. The first season does a little.
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't feel like you do anymore. Because even
no.
like
York kills a lot of the second season.
that's true.
There's that whole arc of her.
Okay, let me rephrase it. I don't see Loid ever kill anybody anymore. Because even like when they're in the small room with the gunfight, he didn't hit anybody. Like no one got hit.
I think
Maybe
he hit one person with the ricochet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hit his
I don't know if
gun
they
out of his hand.
died, Yeah.
Oh,
They hit the
gosh,
gun.
That's why
Yeah.
he's a spy and she's an assassin. You know,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
has
it's a
to
little different.
kill.
Yeah,
He
right.
still has to. You're being shot by 5 people.
I'm still,
killing
like,
somebody.
Yeah,
amazed.
he
that
didn't
she-
kill anyone in this movie. You're right.
No,
Gosh.
it's all like disarms.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's all disarmed.
It was
knocking
mostly
out.
it was mostly Yor that killed people.
His
I'm surprised.
magic camouflaging powers.
Yeah.
God, those things.
Your
The
speed,
beginning scene, the second.
I didn't expect that from.
As soon as I saw it, I'm just like, he's the woman. He's the
Yeah.
woman, and it's gonna be so ridiculous. I just know it.
That's great.
I
It's
did
funny.
like how this movie starts off explaining what it is,
Yeah.
or like the dynamic of this family. So like, if you'd never watched the show,
Yeah.
you could just jump in and you'd be
But I-
totally
Well,
fine.
but you should watch the show.
Yeah, yeah.
If someone's dragging you to watch this movie and you never watched the show, you gotta be asking your friends questions.
No,
Why?
you just be like, yeah,
Well,
Mr. and
it-
Mrs. Smith. I've seen that
Yeah,
movie.
I guess.
With that child and the dog.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
That was very anime.
I know. I
Right?
get it.
That's
I get
the
it.
thing.
but-
It's this the side of this that obviously comes from that
yeah.
medium, right?
Well, I feel like they did it because they do it in every like beginning of season.
Oh, they do.
That's
Yeah.
true. They do that every.
It's like here's like this is what's going on. This is what the family dynamic.
Little do
is.
they know that she can read minds and the
Oh,
dog can see the future.
Sees the future.
I do also feel like it is also like a callback to what they do spoof off of. Like you ever watch like old like Mission Impossible or Get Smart
Yeah,
shows and
that
stuff?
makes sense.
There's the narrator. There's
Yeah.
stuff like that
Yeah.
that explains
A
to you
man
things.
from Uncle.
Yeah, man
Yeah,
from
there you
Uncle.
go. That's another one.
Yeah, just all the like, and that's what it is, and I think that's what I love so much about this show in general is you get little bits and pieces of what makes those shows funny,
Yeah.
or what they were, but then it's blown out to the ridiculous
Oh, yeah.
proportions,
Yeah.
that can only be given by Japanese animation.
Oh God, yeah.
That movie was funnier than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I was ready for to sit down for an hour and a half, and Bob be like, eh.
No, me and Bob
It was
were
wholesome.
me and Bob were laughing a lot next to each other. Every time someone laughed, he laughed, I laughed at the same jokes.
Because I was very
Same
surprised
bracelet.
because I remember, didn't you say season 2 is like, you're like, eh? Because it's like
Yeah,
the same
and I
stuff
was
over
the
and
same.
over
Yeah,
again.
I was getting
Yeah.
kind of bored.
Yeah,
Too.
I was thinking of just dropping the show in general after because season 2, high highs, low lows. Sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
To me, it was like high highs and then a lot of mid. Like, just
Yeah.
like the same thing that happens in every
I feel like
episode.
it just commits the sin. I think of a lot of season 2s do in this type of show, where season 1 there's a lot of plot build up and there's a lot of setup and there's a lot of like little action
Yeah.
things.
It's
still-
a lot of you hit the brakes,
Yeah.
drift a little to the side, and we'll get back to the story at some point.
but then season 2 just becomes pure just hijinks filler. You
Yeah,
get
and that's
lost a
the
little
reason.
bit.
Yeah,
That's why I think the second half of season 2 is good
Yeah.
because that's when you get on the boat and actually things start to happen
and
again.
Yor has kind of more character development and stuff
Yeah.
like that compared to like the first season, where not first season, first half of the second season,
Not in it very much.
where there's a lot more hijinks like the tennis ball stuff.
That show's funny.
Like it's funny, but like say that tennis arc they have is really funny, but it's
Yeah.
like, what's the point? Like the whole point is the stage,
It's filler,
funny,
basically.
and that's the
filler,
thing.
yeah.
So it's just kind of,
Homeboy's padding out his manga, dude.
I know that's the thing.
He's like, I gotta make it last.
Yeah, that's kind of my problem with the show. It's just like, okay, can we move the plot forward a little bit?
Because this happens in a lot of shows. Do you remember Nisekoi? Do you remember Nisekoi season 2?
Yeah.
Where nothing fucking happens.
Nothing
Yeah,
happened.
it's the same basic principle, right? You have a show that's a comedy, and then it gets into the second season, and it's like it kind of loses a bit of its steam because nothing's happening.
Yeah.
But a lot happens in this.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's great.
I feel like this was just like 5 episodes just slapped together. And
Yeah.
Like if they made the second half of season 2 into a movie, I would say it was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Where this is what that felt like. They're like, hey, we got the short arc where it's kind of important, but it's not like super main storyline.
Yeah.
But it's really funny, and you should sit through it.
Yeah.
In my mind, I was just like, oh, this is where the episode ends.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the next
Yeah,
one.
the next one.
Like, I can't wait for the opening. Oh, there is no
Yeah,
opening.
exactly. Yeah.
And I do appreciate movies that are like that. And I feel like they are almost like in a category of their own when they're tie-ins. Take the Konosuba movie, for instance.
This was, I was going to say, thank you. This is, shit.
You gave up?
It's itchy.
What's that romance one, too, that we went to go see?
Love is War?
Love is
Love
War.
is
It
War,
reminds
yeah.
me of like Love is War because
Yeah.
that movie was also like just a TV show.
Oh, yeah. Especially
Yeah.
like the last like few minutes of that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well,
And the thing with like tie-in movies are just fun. It just lets you experience the show with the
Slightly
Blu-ray budget.
yeah, I was like, it was slightly under budget. Yeah.
Damn,
It
the
looks
handful
clean.
of scenes. I'm like, God damn, it looks so good.
Before I get too far into all the good scenes, this is going back to the beginning. I did like all the lead ups and stuff, like with Yor and the cheating scandal.
Oh,
The
God,
setup
that
for
was
jokes.
so
Yeah, it was
funny.
just
Oh my
like,
God.
yeah, there's 3 things you have to look out for cheating. If they go on business trips, if they change their clothing, and
they
if
give
they
you
give you
more
gifts.
Yeah,
And
it's
she's
like-
like, oh, no, because he's like, I got to go on a business trip. He's like,
Well,
it's real.
How it all started where she has the eagle vision of
Oh, yeah.
seeing him like from miles away.
It's like 4 blocks down the road. I like how
God.
their other coworker was looking too, and she's
Yeah.
like, "What are you
I don't
looking
see
at?
anything.
I don't
Yeah.
see
Talking,
nothing."
where are you looking at? All the way over there.
Like sniper vision. She's like, "Hey, don't you see my
Honestly,
husband
God.
6 buildings out.
Jesus.
in the little hallway?"
Good Yor. Good old Yor.
I love your man.
And then that gun was just started right there, and
Oh,
it was
yeah.
throughout the whole episode.
That's just fun.
I'll say through like halfway through the episode, it was resolved basically.
Oh,
which
yeah,
which
yeah.
is nice. I'm happy it didn't really go
Well,
that.
until it hits, the action at the end, right?
Yeah, exactly.
The,
The
climax.
the main incident, right? Yeah.
For the
Yeah.
viewers who don't know, basically this movie, it's the family. Anya needs to get a star,
as usual.
The classes.
a classic, by
Yeah.
cooking.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, what are we going to cook? We should cook what the principal likes because
Because
he's the
that's the
judge.
judge.
Yeah.
So then they plan this family trip to eat this actual dessert so they can develop it
What's
into
the
a
dessert
recipe.
called? Do you remember what
Yeah.
the dessert's
Mere
called?
mere.
Mary, Mary.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mere mere.
And then, shenanigans happen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
Anya eating a chocolate that has a secret microchip in it.
Whoa.
Oh, and then there's only one slice left. I guess we're gonna have to battle for it with this big general dude.
Yeah, the freaking menacing general that came in. Oh my god.
What a dick.
Bunch of all these coincidences that happen. Oh wow, interesting.
Well, like,
Makes
okay,
it great.
It's great, yeah.
I just think it's silly. You're like, wow, I need this microchip that has microfilm.
Yeah, thank
that
you,
has
microfilm.
very specific things. I'm gonna put it inside a chocolate instead of
In
a basic.
We're going to hide the microfilm in a chocolate in a chest in a suitcase and lock it.
Well, you think about it. You think about that, though, right? You think about it as a person, right? Like, I'll transport food from somewhere. I don't think some kid that has a dog with psychic powers is
You
gonna
have
go
to watch your back at all
and
times.
steal my chocolate,
You gotta be careful what you think, man. They're listening out there.
Listening.
Those kids are like, chocolate?
They smell it on me. They know.
Well, especially when I wouldn't say I had a similar incident, but I definitely had a similar incident where you're not supposed to eat something you ate. So you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
Do you
ooh,
also
candy.
ate
And
a
then
spice microfilm?
It was laced with something. I'll say that. Because I'm like, ooh, cookies. And my friends come by and is like, you didn't eat 3 of those, right? I'm like, yeah, they're good. We're going to watch you for a bit.
How long were you gone for?
It was a long night.
Well, it's like you ever were a kid and like you have like a family member that gets like the whiskey chocolates or
yes.
something like that.
Classic.
And you pounded like one too many of those,
And then you start feeling a little
Yeah,
silly.
God.
You're like, man, what's this weird sensation?
Yeah, what was
man?
in those chocolates, man? There was a little bit of something spicy in them. I don't know what that
Was
was.
it a microfilm?
Maybe that's what it was this whole time.
Well, I do love like Anya's like search curiosity.
Oh, yes.
Or
It's
just
a 5-year-old curiosity. You're
Yeah.
like, let's go do something because I'm
5-year-old
bored.
with psychic powers and a
With a
dog
dog.
that could see the future.
Yeah.
Dynamic duo. Right
Dynamic duo just leads into like everything. It's like
Yeah.
she just plows through the plot.
there. Mom, they're chocolate thieves.
And they're trying to hurt me.
Close your eyes.
I love the fucking morph. He's like,
Bond's great, dude.
They
I
tripped
love
and
Bond.
fell.
Bond
Oh,
is
no.
so amazing in this show.
Bond is great. Like for a character that has like one-word lines. Like,
Yeah.
it's like doing Groot.
Yeah.
Like Groot's a
Oh,
great
God,
character too. Like when he first came out, so you're just doing the same thing, just
Orf.
as a
Orf.
dog.
It's the cute companion, right?
Yeah.
It's the pen. It's
Dude,
the
I felt so bad when they go into the restaurant.
Oh,
He's like, "You gotta stay outside, buddy." He's like, "Bored."
Out in the cold.
Yeah, but
Oh.
then he gets food.
Yeah.
From the waitress, which is nice.
And then he gets us the shit.
you poor doggo.
Oh God.
poor doggo.
And he got hit with the can.
Yeah.
Bond, are you okay?
He's great. I mean, they're all such great characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love all of them.
Well, I think they're all like hit their dynamic very
Yeah.
well, and then all together, because I feel like Lloyd's the only one that has.
A brain.
Yeah.
Well, it's because he has to.
No,
Points.
no, he
2 points.
doesn't.
That's what I'm getting at. 2 points.
No one has. I do want to say. Don't want to say it now. No, I'll talk about it when I get to it.
Because he has to, in the comedy duo, in the comedy routine, he has to play the straight man.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
straight
yeah.
man. There's
Yeah.
some
Yeah,
words.
that's what he is. It doesn't mean he's like smarter than anybody or less oblivious, but that's his character role.
Yeah.
Is he has to play the straight man. The absolute insanity.
Well,
that
he
happens
also
around
doesn't
him.
understand like regular like kid social cues and stuff like that
yeah.
either.
Yeah.
So when something happens with Anya, he's like, "Is this a normal 5-year-old
Yeah.
thing to do?" Because when I was 5-year-old, I was an orphan in the war.
My parents were
Dead.
dead. Well, I mean, I guess Anya's also parents are gone.
I know,
so-
but it's just
Yeah,
like,
but she has parents now.
Now she
Right?
has
He was
parents.
probably like drafted into like some military thing, like right
Exactly.
away.
Immediately
Yeah.
after, yeah.
yeah.
It's like your parents dead. Well, sign this. You're gonna be working for the rest of your life.
Or when he's like, "Well, what's so fun about going on a train that goes around in circles?
yeah.
That was
Is this
so
a
funny.
child thing?"
my
Where did Anya go? Look, Dad, me. I don't know. I just love it.
Yeah.
This movie was just cute.
Yeah, it's fun.
Your got really drunk and sober really quickly.
Dude,
Yeah.
I don't know how
That
much
was-
money that was, but that was like
She
what,
drinks
4
so
shots.
much. She drinks so much wine.
I think it's mulled wine.
It's mulled
too.
wine, yeah,
Wine,
that's-
God,
yeah.
because it like
That's
looked like
fucking gross.
20.
Because it's that hot wine.
Yeah, it's the
man.
hot stuff.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
And she just slapping like.
Go. I need to get drunk
more.
enough so I can talk to your about. I talk about your. No.
Talk to
Talk to
Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Oh, God.
She was a little jealous. He might be cheating on her
I need to
in their
confront
fake
him.
relationship.
The way she talks when she's drunk too is amazing.
They're all great. I do
amazing.
love the other joke they were doing with Anya's writing.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I can't read
God.
anything she's writing. And then
I was able
she
to
runs
read it.
away.
I was able to read some of that handwriting.
I can read her
like-
name.
Like on I saw her name
Yep.
and like led something and like,
Yeah.
oh, what the fuck she's
I was
writing.
like, I read some of it.
I like how it's broken English, too.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best part. It was just like, hey, I can see some of that language in there.
But I think it's funny because it's like she runs away for a scene and he's like, she leaves a note and he's like, I don't know what it says.
I can't understand this.
That line was so good.
I'm like, that's fair, man. That's fair.
It was even foreshadowed on the train too.
Yeah.
I feel like this movie had a lot of foreshadowing, just like
There's a lot-
little
oh, yeah,
bits here and
gosh.
A lot
there.
of Chekhov's guns, as
Yeah.
they say, right?
There's a lot of Chekhov's guns and real guns.
Yeah, a lot of guns.
Real guns didn't really do
A lot
anything
of
in this
bullets.
movie.
A lot of bullets, yeah, for sure.
Well, and it's set up and payoff, right? They're just joke set up and joke
Oh, yeah.
payoffs later. That's what makes it great.
Oh yeah, like I said with the general guy, whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
being just like stealing their dessert, and then it circles all the way back to this.
Because what I love too is
tourist guy.
what
I
I
can
love
smell 'em.
is it sets up that what's it called? It's that trope of like take Indiana Jones or something like that.
Oh,
you have
yeah,
like you know
yeah.
like the drinking scenes,
Yeah.
or stuff like that. The competitions you have with like the enemy,
Yeah.
in all those spy movies and things. And I love it's a play on that, but it's just ridiculous.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
It's like
amazing.
the general guy that's a gourmand.
Yeah, he uses his smell to detect people. God,
Yeah.
Like, you smell like a city boy.
city officer.
Dude, it was crazy though. Like, you know, that competition or like guess the
type of
type
sugar?
of sugar in this dessert, right? And he's like, I'll tell you the exact grams.
Yeah,
I thought the thing that was gonna be mind blowing because you know there's like black sugar, white sugar, and
brown.
Yeah,
brown with the brown sugar. I thought it was gonna be like brown sugar from blank
This
brand,
place,
yeah.
blah blah blah,
Yeah,
blank
I
blend.
was
Instead of like
expecting that.
measurement numbers,
From
I'm
like
like,
locations.
yeah.
Yeah.
when they do it the numbers, I'm like, that's even crazier.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, yeah, I can tell us 7 ounces of white sugar. I was like, what? You can taste that?
The fucking chef. I'm like, I don't got the recipe.
Gives him the
Here
ingredients.
has all the ingredients.
I was like,
Well-
wait, you don't have the.
Homeboy did say he had it in his head, right?
Yeah.
Right.
He just said he couldn't give it to him, right?
Oh, that's true. You're right.
Well, so he gave him the ingredients, but not how the
How
step
to
by
make it.
step.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because technically,
Because if I gave you, if I gave you a bunch of ingredients and go say, make the dish I'm thinking
hey
of.
man,
you go,
dude, I would make the argument that when it comes to baking, all of us, if you just got an ingredient sheet, we wouldn't be able to make a dessert out of it.
I seen
God,
the
no.
British baking show.
Exactly, yeah.
Bets. We're going to do a challenge where we just get random ingredients. You buy us random ingredients
And we try to make a dessert.
and we make a dessert.
It's gonna be really expensive.
Because that's what I think, especially desserts in general, like
yeah.
pastries. It's chemistry.
It's all balanced.
Yeah.
It's like you need
It's
percentages
chemistry,
of
dude.
this.
I feel like you can fudge normal cooking to a certain degree and still have something taste
Oh, yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But then you try to make a souffle and something is off a little bit and it just.
I was like, anything in pastry has to be like a certain heat, time, cooling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Compared to like a steak. Psh, cook.
I can make a steak, right?
I know exactly.
I can grill a steak.
You marinate and put it on a stove, and you're like, okay, I think it's done.
It looks done.
Yeah, it's rare, sweet. It's not rare enough.
That's what I like anyway.
Throw it back
Exactly.
in for a couple minutes.
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
good.
Compared to a pastry where you're like, if I make one mistake, if I forget one egg, this thing is dead.
Yeah.
I do think it's funny though. It's just like, yeah, here's all the ingredients. It's like, if you can go find it, we can make it. I'm like, why don't you go buy it? I'm paying you for the food. Go find the
guy
goddamn
can't
ingredients.
leave his restaurant,
Yeah,
dude.
like-
What is it, a 24-hour restaurant?
guess, dude.
For
And they-
families?
And one of those, two of those ingredients were rare, apparently, basically. Wanting to win out of a shooting gallery.
My favorite is, like, is their most like famous dessert, right? Like, oh, it's what, Saturday, Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a
oh, I
Friday.
won't get it until Monday, dude. I'm like, what?
God.
And these ingredients are so hard to find. You can
There's
only,
like
like,
two of them. The wine that not alcoholic
Oh, the cherry
wine.
liqueur.
Yeah,
Cherry liqueur.
The
yeah.
non-alcoholic
And
cherry
then,
liqueur.
Orange syrup.
yeah.
God.
I can only get the orange syrup from the
Playing
shooting
this
gallery.
game. It's for the setup of the joke, man.
Oh,
We
I
just
know.
need ridiculous MacGuffins
No, that
to
show's
push
awesome.
the plot forward.
It's like, yo, go
That's what
get
the show is.
Go give me that maple syrup. The guy down the street does a shooting gallery. It's the only way you can get it. Tastes the best.
I love that. It's
aged.
Anya. And it's like, okay, you guys go flirt now.
Yeah,
Aggressive flirting.
Yes. Go on the Ferris wheel and have fun. That
Ferris wheel was very cute
Yes.
scene.
was a very cute scene.
I was like, oh, are they gonna say something? And he gets smacked, and I was like, oh, he's gonna die. He fell out of the.
I mean, he
He
makes
felt
his
very graceful.
face all puffed up and everything from the slap.
You guys fighting? No. Aggressive flirting.
Aggressive
No, we're
flirting.
not. That's
Like
the first
that.
time you see Lloyd actually have emotions towards it too. Where he's like, no,
embarrassment.
Yeah,
He has it
embarrassment.
every so often.
I think it happens like once per season. Or
Do you
maybe
think
like
so?
twice
Yeah.
per season. It
No.
happens a couple of times.
Yeah,
Where
it doesn't
where
happen
the
much
mask
though.
slips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where it's like, oh, they actually care for each other.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just not, a normal sad family.
Oh yeah.
Fake family.
Sad fake family.
The other thing that makes sense is like, yeah, we're gonna remove your program because this other higher up wants
I
to
know.
do it.
It's just so
I'm
dumb.
like, what are you gonna do? Move people around? It's like this
Yeah.
is a big school that's hard to get into.
They struggled to get into it in the first place.
But it's Anya.
Yeah.
Not very
She's
smart.
bright.
Yeah.
You saw her writing.
True.
We've seen her test results.
Hey,
We've seen why she's in this position.
she passes sometimes.
Passes, yeah, passes, yeah. That's a good way to put it.
But I do like going back to the movies. You have the guys who are trying to bring the microchip with the with the
Your
candy.
standard goons.
Yeah, your standard goons that get beat up by wake up, and then they go to the guy. He's like, "Well, someone ate it," and then they draw a horrible picture of what she looks like.
Of what because they're looking for the girl, so they're looking for Anya.
And then she's just walking around town, and there's like two guards, and they're like, "Is that her?"
No.
Nah, it can't be. and then they just stumble across because of his weird luck.
Oh, that whole.
He's got the
You know who they
swans.
remind me of?
Who?
The two pirates from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I see that. Yeah.
Skinny dude, bigger dude.
Yeah.
One-eyed dude, yeah.
They just don't have a dog.
No, but like that, it's just that goon, this goon stereotype.
Yeah.
Skinny goon,
Big
fat,
dude.
big goon.
But I like how literally they're like full circle every time with them too, because like, okay, well, we found her, we bring her back. Now she has to poop out the
microfilm.
microchip.
Yeah.
That's the funniest
God,
shit.
because all of them were doing all of them were doing their own battles.
Dude, when it started, when that like sequence started, I'm like, who cooked here? Like who?
God.
Like I don't know what studio did this, but they went so hard for a bit.
Dude,
and
the
it
bit
is
is
beautiful.
so good.
It's amazing.
The poop god, and dude, the faces Anya made throughout
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole
Her
You,
faces
you
episode.
are
have to
amazing.
watch it if you're watching this.
It's hard to describe what we witnessed.
It's amazing.
Dude, the
10 out of 10.
I don't know if it's wit. I don't know if it's Clover. I don't know who.
That's
who
studio
made
trigger right
this?
there. That one studio trigger guy.
Who made this? But it's the most brilliant sequence for a bit.
Dude, when they're going
Just
through over
like,
the water.
even after just the whole thing of like him like exercising her with the
With the coffee and
the coffee,
Oh,
bananas, and saying
Well,
threes.
Like
My
how
number.
it's almost like how she's like possessed.
So funny.
The whole bit, like just like the from like the Scooby Doo chase scene. And
Oh
immediately
yeah, I was
after,
looking at that too.
and it's just great.
Poop god. I love it though. When they're flying around with the
little-
poop fart.
The farts.
So ridiculous. Holy
And then she
crap.
gets she gets away and then finds a toilet.
It's
So much
okay,
effort
Anya.
for
You
the
can
bit.
let go now.
So much effort for the greatest
Inner
bit.
peace.
That was so good. I did not expect that.
Oh, dude, that was like 5 minutes of just laughing, and then it went serious again right after. But I was like,
Because it cuts from like her to your to Floyd. It's just like everyone's fighting their own battles here.
okay. Speaking of this, okay, since we're on the ship finally, so which one of them is stupid, or all of them?
They
stupid?
all
They're
are.
all stupid.
They're all dumb.
Because it's like, yeah,
yours
this
the most stupid in
motherfucker.
my opinion, but yes.
Yours is probably just the dumbest person. No offense, all your lovers, but God,
because
she's
even
so
Anya
fucking stupid.
is calling some of Lloyd's bullshit.
Bullshit.
Where it's like, yes, I used to pilot these things and
At some point in time.
Her fucking face.
It's like the,
and yours like, yeah, I'm just like, okay, yeah.
She's like, you're so
she knows both
cool.
of their things.
I know, but it's even funnier.
and yours like, you're so talented.
And I was
You're
like,
so cool.
Okay, yeah.
Because then she breaks onto the ship. She's like, "How'd you get?" Or he's like, "How'd you get on?" I just jumped onto your ship or plane. It's
We
like,
have to. We just need to stick as a family.
but I
We have
like
to
how
be
like the
family.
government, the military took their kid. And she's like, yeah, Lloyd's just gonna go get her in this biplane, in this World War II biplane.
But it's not the military. Remember, it's the chocolate thieves.
No, but at the time they thought it was the military.
I know, but the whole excuse that they get
Oh,
to yours
At the end, yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's like-
she's just like, yeah, he's just gonna go fly and get her. I might as well jump on.
Yeah.
And then he flies like an.
Why are we on this thing? Well, why does she want? Why does the military want Anya? Oh, that wasn't the military. It's the chocolate thieves that stole the plane, air
Because
balloon.
she stole their chocolate.
They're all
Exactly.
I like how she gets off the plane. She's like, "Oh, where am I?" And they all start shooting at her with the big gun. She runs and she's like, knocks out the one poor guy.
She freaking jumps in the air while the thing's moving
Yep.
and just directly lands on.
Dude, the physics check out.
And then she killed
Yeah,
that
she-
dude, bro.
She's so dead.
She landed on that dude's face.
Like there's
this.
like knocked out
Dead.
teeth, but that his face should just been just
Flat.
yeah, just
My
flat.
neck.
With heels?
Yeah.
With heels?
Is that,
God.
like going that fast in
Yeah.
the air too? Like
I like she just turns around the corner and she's like, "Have you seen my husband and my child?
where's my
Why
family?
Why they pull guns out on me? What the fuck?"
Just jumps on the walls and bowling balls them away. She's amazing.
Straight oblivious though.
Yeah.
Straight
Oh, yeah.
And then
oblivious.
she has like her Metal Gear Solid fights with
Oh, yeah.
with the cyborg.
Dude, that
God.
fight scene though, I'm like,
It looked
Chef's
badass.
kiss.
Yeah.
someone was
that's,
cooking.
That's Wit
Yeah.
doing Wit. That's Wit being like, okay,
Someone cooked
it's
that.
our turn.
I feel like Wit probably has, I don't know, we'll say like 30 animators. There's
Yeah.
probably 2 animators that do fight scenes because I feel like even if you go like Dragon Maid, the whole show is very cute.
Well,
And-
Wit's that Dragon Maid's not Wit.
Yeah, that Dragon
That's
Maid.
Kyoto Animation.
Yes, Kyoto.
Oh, was it Kyoto?
Yeah, that's Kyoto, buddy.
What's their other witch show that I was thinking of? Just like,
Attack on Titan's that way.
Yeah, but there's a lot of
Well, that
just
happened.
action,
That's
just
a while
period.
back. Or I don't know which.
That was first 2 seasons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of which show you're talking about.
I'll go through again.
Vivi's like that. Vivi's
Vivi's
Wit.
really nice.
That's also Wit.
I'm trying to think of which show you're talking about now.
It doesn't matter.
Yamada
It's too-
Kun?
Yeah, Yamada-kun and the 7 bitches.
Is that my win?
No.
It doesn't matter either way.
I don't remember.
But it's just like you have all these animators doing these basic scenes, and then you probably have like 2 poor guys that are like, you have 5 minutes of animation to do, but it's got to be the cleanest thing you've
Yeah.
ever done in your life.
It gotta be like the usual smooth Attack on Titan, just all these different bouncing around,
One
going
shot,
crazy,
yeah.
just all this.
She's faster than bullets, bro.
It's just insane.
And
It's
she's just like, yeah, I can dodge.
I can
them."
dodge all of them.
Like what?
anti-tank missiles, grenades, everything.
It's great.
She's so funny.
I bet you like Works worked on Yor's fight, not Yor. I keep calling him Yor for some reason.
Lloyd.
Lloyd's.
I like his fight too.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
that was
that
a
was
fun little
cool.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do
short,
love
but
The
it's
color
cool.
one?
Yeah.
The JoJo fight?
Yeah.
The JoJo
Yeah.
fight.
The
yeah.
JoJo fight? That's what I call it.
I was like, this is pretty.
Because he was wearing the other guy's face, so they had to like
Yeah.
distinguish some way.
It's the JoJo fight, dude.
God.
Dude, his,
Anya saving his ass with just
with
face palming
One
into him.
accident.
pure luck. He's like, I gotta save him. I like how she cuts out.
Super
Super
and then
save.
just bunk and hits all these buttons by accident with her face and the windows open, so the gas lets flat out. It's like,
They're like, oh
yeah.
no, what are we gonna do?
That's how this typically is with this whole show. It's amazing.
Scooby-Doo shit, dude.
That's what this is. This is anime Scooby Doo.
Because Anya did that with Yor during her fight scene like last season.
Yeah, by
where
accident threw up the.
she threw the thing and it's like, I think it hit someone and then it's like, oh, there it is.
Hey, man,
Wow.
you never throw a tomahawk at the beginning of a Black Ops fight and accidentally hit someone on the
Oh
other
my
side?
God.
Yeah, you
yeah.
spawn in, you
So-
look to the right, at the corner of that roof, it bounces.
And some unlucky fool instant dies by a flying tomahawk.
God, forgot about it.
And you go, what the
I
fuck?
saw one kill cam. It was like the search and destroy.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was just shooting at the stairs, right? This metal stairs. And then he just wins, right? And you see the kill cam. And there's this bullet. It hits the corner of the stairs, bounces to the ceiling, and then he just hits him. And I'm like, what?
Hey, but
Physics.
Is
It's like Lloyd when he was in his fight.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
just shoots the bullet,
it's like Wanted.
Oh, God,
Bending
bullets.
curve the bullet.
Bullets.
I can't wait for season 3 when he learns the curve the bullet
Curve
skill.
the bullet skill.
Jesus.
Oh, Lord. It was fun. This is
fun
just a
show.
fun movie. It's great.
I'll watch it again.
Like,
Yeah.
you love the show. You love this movie.
I just want to watch that like 5 minutes of her with the poop god
oh,
again.
so good.
Yeah, same.
Because I couldn't
Just
stop
the whole
laughing.
interaction with the poop stuff was just so funny.
Oh, dude.
I'm like, I guess I'm still a child.
Yeah, the potty humor.
Oh, yeah. The scene when they're gonna crash too, so it's like they get everyone off the plane. Which there's some real big issues here because they didn't kill anybody, from how I understood.
Yeah.
So
Nobody
the general's still alive,
Yeah.
and the 2 goons are still alive. They're gonna know what happened.
True, yeah. Huh.
Either
No
way,
one's gonna believe.
don't
them.
worry about it.
They're gonna believe like a random tourist that his wife and a girl defeated entire
That's
military
very true.
operation.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
I just remember the scene where Yor just like makeups that dude with her lipstick and he dies.
Yeah.
She lights it on fire.
It was
There's
like
some
cool.
oil
It was
in
like cool. Like
lipstick.
said, the one shot of her bouncing
Yeah.
all over the place, and it's just like, I wasn't trying to hit you with my knife. I was just using lipstick to draw this cool
And
circle.
then her last shot just dropping the.
Dude, that was so
dropping the lipstick,
badass.
and then she
because
dropped it.
lipstick is made of oil, also.
I was like, damn.
If you tell me that dude didn't die, that's bullshit.
Oh no, that guy's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
I was trying to think if you could even do that with lipstick. Is lipstick that flammable?
I have no clue.
Well, I find
We're
out.
talking about like lipstick from the 1950s.
That's true. Yeah.
1960s?
Yeah.
There's
Maybe.
probably radiation in it.
Yeah, that's true.
Many nuclear bombs.
The whole time
Yeah.
lipstick was like that. I'm like,
I don't know.
I'm gonna try to
maybe.
burn some lipstick when I get home.
I don't know what the chemical makeup of lipstick from the 60s is.
I'm gonna light
know.
my lipstick on fire and I'm gonna go look it up, Greg. Give me a minute. Let's see if it's flammable.
So where do you think this place? I think this place is Switzerland.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, because they showed like a Matterhorn.
No, there's
Oh,
fridges.
that's true. Yeah.
It's Netherlands at
Well,
least.
because the main show is like Berlin.
Oh, yes, lipstick contains flammable
Because there's even
petroleum.
like a fun little Easter egg. They show a street name and the street says Berlin.
Oh, did it? I
Berlin,
didn't.
yeah.
I didn't catch that.
And because obviously the old like all those old spy shows have to deal obviously the Western versus the communist regime and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the biggest place that was always fought was East and West Berlin.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it was split between Russia and the Western states. So I always thought that was always cool when you look at like the show and how the city's structured after that, and there's little nods to that. And in this one, they went to Switzerland, but Switzerland's not, neutral.
Yeah.
They normally are.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Shit happens. And sometimes you just gotta not be neutral.
Like tracks, half a day by train or whatever.
Yeah, and it's because I do think that Switzerland does border Germany.
I'm pretty sure.
It does. I'm pretty sure it does.
Pretty sure it does.
Someone get a map out. Here.
I don't know. My geography is not great.
But they show a clear like Matterhorn, and I'm like, I get where this is.
As I said, the
it's
issue
just
is
fun.
like the Netherlands. They all blend together to me. Like what is what?
But that's not up there. It's down.
Not NBA playoffs.
Oh, Switzerland.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. They're all similar people.
Germany,
all-
Switzerland.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Switzerland borders.
Oh yeah, they're
Italy.
like right
Yeah.
next to each
And-
other.
Yeah.
and
It's
France.
legit like they
Yeah,
touch.
so it's right there. Yeah.
They're touching tips. Yeah,
Yes, exactly.
What?
they're touching tips. They're not like really connected. They're like their tips touch.
But it's fun.
Anyways,
I just throw that out there because I thought it was fun. How they play with the
Yeah.
setting and the idea
Yeah.
of it. It's great.
Yeah.
anyway, last scene. I love
Or
it.
maybe it's in Sweden. I don't know.
Last scene.
Last scenes. I like when they almost crash the plane.
Oh yeah.
That was
I
quite
like that
funny.
family power.
Yeah.
To steer
If we
them.
all move
Anya's
it,
face,
Anya's like,
Everyone has like a normal like, and Anya's like,
Whoever, I guarantee this is probably the case, but whoever is the animator that is dedicated to Anya's face
it's
is a genius.
it's amazing. Like
genius.
I feel like this is the first character where it has more than like the usual like 5
Yeah.
facial structures. It's like, she does dumb face here, serious.
Well, I always love when they do that with characters too. Did you ever watch Overly Cautious Hero?
no.
Oh yes.
Because the goddess,
Yes.
like her
Oh my
facial
God.
craziness that happens over the course of that
face
show
is so amazing.
Is so funny.
I guess I
God.
should go back on what I said. I'd argue Konosuba probably.
And that's
Yeah,
like,
like
first
Konosuba
one.
too, yeah.
Another great
Yeah.
example, but Cautious Hero is a very great
because
example too.
because the animation is so clean too.
Yeah.
For all like the ridiculousness that this lady's face
How
goes
they
through.
get to that point is just so good.
But and I do love that with Anya or with like a character like Anya because
Yeah.
they're similar in certain aspects.
Yeah.
But
I think it plays off her like character, like
Yeah.
just what she does in general. She's just funny, cute, dumb.
Yeah.
So it's just like, just shove it all in her facial features. So she always gives away what
yeah.
she's thinking,
yeah.
basically.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
especially when she tries not to.
Yeah.
She tries to be sneaky and tries to lie or be like hide something. She's just God, I love Anya, man.
She's so funny. That's character.
Such a great
It's very
character.
funny.
And then last scene they get the stuff to make the food, and then she goes to
kitchen
do her
blows up.
test.
We never see her eat the food, by the way.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna do something at the end. Like, I got you all the ingredients, and they're just gonna be exhausted.
Yeah.
They didn't sleep. It's like, here's the ingredients. Go make the food.
I'm not gonna lie. But that very last scene though, I thought it was gonna be like the dodgeball scene.
Oh,
where
yeah.
the super amazing animation for her to like whiff the dodgeball. I thought it was gonna be something similar with like her cooking.
See, I thought she was gonna get a stellar.
I thought she was
whatever.
going to get one too.
I thought when she walked in with the sad face, I'm like, oh, she's gonna play up.
She's every leg.
Yeah, that's what I thought. She's gonna like whip her shirt, and there's one there, and it's just like,
No.
no, the kitchen blew up. I'm like, I'm like, oh my god. And then, but I did like it because it brought in the like, well, I guess now we're having the vice principal, and he's like, well, the vice principal likes this, which is a
Pudding.
down south meal. Guess we should all go, and they're like, yeah, and you're like, oh, wholesome, just wholesome.
I like Bor's future.
yeah,
Like, they're all
yeah, we see
have-
Boris'
yeah.
future. It's like, it's a fun trip.
I like her shirt says I
supposedly.
love peanuts.
always,
I love
always.
peanuts. Oh my God.
And then the other thing I just want to say, all the music is done by No Name.
Oh, so
Oh, is it?
all of the
All of
background
the
tracks.
music, yep.
Oh, okay.
Because I saw it when the first video
The
played.
opening credits.
The opening credits. I'm like, No Name. I'm like, this doesn't sound like No Name music because I know the singer and stuff. And then it's like, oh, I did everything. So good for them.
Yeah, for them, they did the entire OST.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like. Well, what are you guys gonna rate this? From 1 to 10.5.
10.
I would give it like
Not a
maybe
perfect score.
an
Crazy.
8 to a 9, honestly.
I was going to give it like an 8.5.
Yeah, it's around that range.
I was thinking 9.
For what it is, it's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
It's just a good fun time.
It's just a good fun
No,
time.
you know what? I was gonna
Poop
say.
God deserves 2 points. So that's
I was
10.
gonna say. I was gonna say.
On himself.
And that's the thing, like that poop god scene really
I was gonna say it's a
elevated that
9,
whole-
but the poop god brings up to 9.5 for me.
Yeah,
at
that's
least.
what
At
that
least.
really brought it up.
We also never talked about poor
The other girl.
Frankie.
Oh,
We never talked about the.
I thought he was
poor-
going to show up after everything was said.
I
and
know.
done.
I was just like,
Well, he did do the one thing though,
What?
because
he just called. He just answered a phone call.
no, he brought the photograph of the guy that was cheating. Oh, that's the girl that he was talking to.
Gosh,
Oh, yeah.
So he did that.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, because I
That's
saw
a
him
good
like, oh,
catch.
that's the girl, and I was like, oh, he just got fucked again. This poor guy.
This poor guy.
I did not catch that.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
catch.
I saw that, and then you don't see, or what's her name? The white-haired girl. I don't know her name.
Midnight,
Oh.
not midnight, right? Is it midnight?
No,
It's
Oh,
something like that.
Yeah, it is midnight.
I was like,
Because
yeah.
he's Twilight. She's midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
You don't. I like how she like helps out all the way, and then they crash the ship, and then you just see Borf and her, and that's it. It's like,
yeah.
Oh yeah. I love Midnight. Midnight's an also favorite character for
Yeah.
me for a lot of things.
she
has-
can't win Lloyd though. I'm sorry.
It's not too late for me to be your wife.
Yeah, we could. You know, I can be your wife for you. And then transmission end is like,
I feel so bad for her.
I'll go volunteer. I'll go see Twilight. No, you can't. I'll go. I need help. I need
She's
help, I need
running
help,
out
I need
the
help, I need
door.
help. It's like, no, you can't.
I don't know. For me, the subtitles make things a little interesting when you watch. How she always just says "senpai."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Senpai noticed me.
But then it's just Twilight on the subtitle.
Yeah.
I know you didn't say this.
I know my anime Japanese.
I know what they're saying
I know my
somewhat.
4 words.
But I just love. She just embodies the "notice me, senpai" energy.
Oh god, yeah.
Honestly, I just feel bad for every time. You know?
I
Where
know.
he's like, you're very dependable. What? Me?
You know, bunny house.
You're such a good partner. You know that. Oh my god. Like I said, the tennis arc was a great example.
Oh,
of
yeah.
the season.
Oh, yeah. And then you have your classic, yours brother, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Siscon.
God, yours brother,
Oh,
man.
wow, there's some military action in this town. I gotta go. My sister's vacationing there.
Oh my god!
I
I
like
ain't going
how-
fucking anywhere.
I like how the whole government's like, yeah, we gotta stop this guy. Don't let him go
The
over.
military's handling this. We can't stay here. But my sister, stay here. They basically throw him down.
You're the police. What are you gonna do against the military?
No, he's like Secret Service.
Yeah, he's like
That's why I say Secret Service.
He's,
Yeah.
he's from an intelligence agency.
the secret police.
Yeah.
Secret police. Yeah, he's the Gestapo.
The best way to
Exactly.
put it without making him a really bad character. Is,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a great way. Yeah.
Just don't think about what he probably is.
Or has done
I
to
mean,
people.
yours an assassin, so
Yeah, but she's hired to kill bad people.
Well, no, she's hired to kill people they pay her for.
Exactly. I was
Always
like,
bad.
I was like, just say they're always bad. Yeah.
It's like, don't think about the real world logistics of
What's actually
of
happening here.
what's actually happening in this show.
I feel like Lloyd's like the only one that's like good. He's like, yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah,
save
yeah.
the world from just pure war.
From World War III, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know when this takes place.
It would be after World War. So the war
Is it after
referencing
World-
would be World War II.
Yeah.
Because it is.
I thought it was Cold. Is it Cold War?
It'd
they're
be
referencing?
Cold War.
Yeah, I was like,
So this is Cold War.
This is
Yeah,
Cold
that's
War.
what I kind of
Cold War,
thought.
Because
But I wasn't sure.
all of that spy media
Yeah.
is Cold
It's
War.
Cold War. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't sure because I was like, I know it's older, but I don't feel like it was World War II. So I didn't know. if
Yeah, I was
Cold
like,
War
it's
was
Cold
the-
War. I
It'd be
think it
Cold
has to
War.
be
So
Cold
with that,
War, yeah.
which is the time period immediate following
Wait, so it's
after
based
World
off
War
the
II.
Cold War? Oh, I know how it's gonna end now.
Nothing happens.
God damn it!
We get a few nuke scares and
Yeah, exactly.
and then I think
God.
Anya pressing the button. Oh!
Yeah, that's how the movie ends. She's the one that lets
Anya's
the movie.
the cause of the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Oh my god.
I'd be pretty funny.
You see like a red light on her, horns pop up, and she's like, "Press the red button."
He says, "Do not press."
I can't read it.
It's like all those manga panels that you see her being drawn in and everything like that.
Oh, yeah.
We just do that for the Cuban Missile Crisis.
My favorite is when they put it in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm getting at. There's those ones.
So funny.
God,
Such a great character design.
I love Anya.
Great movie.
Borf.
Almost 10 out of 10. Could be a 10 out of 10.
Could be. It's
Recommend.
fun.
Really,
It's
really
just fun.
Really fun
It's a fun
time.
It's
one.
a very fun movie you should watch.
It's an hour and a half.
Even if you haven't seen the show, you can still watch
Yeah,
it.
it's a great
Yeah, I
standalone
guess.
movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is a great
I think
standalone movie.
I think it might be missing some jokes in it, but yeah, or
Yeah.
some
I think-
context.
yeah,
For context, yeah.
I said it's explained to you in the beginning
yeah.
enough that you can go, I understand what's going on. If you don't want to sit through 2 seasons, just watch Mr. and Mrs. Smith. You'll probably get the gist of what's
Similar.
going on.
I guess. Yeah.
You
yeah.
watch Buddy Daddies and then you watch this.
You watch Buddy Daddies instead of watching the
Just
actual anime.
actually watching
Go, go, go,
Okay.
go. Watch Buddy Daddies, then watch this movie. It'll be good.
Yeah,
You'll
makes sense.
understand
You'll
what's going
understand
on.
It's good
Same
Lord.
concept.
Anyway, thanks for watching. We got more stuff coming up in the near future.
Talk about last season.
Yeah, there are a lot of shows came out last season, and
still
even
binging them.
more are coming out this season.
Oh yeah.
Look forward to the Rumniak rant of the newest anime.
Why
I'm trying to think of which
Spy-
one I would be ranting about this season, this winter. Which one would I not? Oh God, freaking
We'll
solo
find out.
solo leveling was interesting.
Yes,
Was mid-
exactly. We'll
yeah,
talk
so-
about it later.
Until next time. Peace.